Hey everybody, hi. Pardon the hair. I cut it recently and that's a hit and miss proposition. I'm saying that because I love love cutting my own hair. I'm adjusting the light. So here's a problem and I'm going to talk to you about it. I um am in the process of putting together a portfolio for grad school, and I made all this cool stuff part of that project. And I'm really excited about that, and I'm really proud of the work that I've been doing. And one thing that's happened is that I have been able to recognize moments of inspiration in the moment, which is an awesome sensation. But because of the nature of technology, and because I am recording, and because I don't have like a some sort of setup, like a studio or you know what I mean, like I don't have any structural support in the technological aspects of the work that I'm doing. um I spend some time at the very beginning of each of these videos wasting your time with me figuring that out. And I it's just because I want to do it when the moment hits. So I take a really brief time setting up, and the quality of the lighting and other aspects of technology show that. Um so that tells me that something I need to work on is finding a space that's permanently set up for this activity. I haven't done that yet. Um, on the to-do list. So I a few years ago, my husband helped me in a self-discovery path by providing me with a DNA test because I'm adopted and I wanted to know who my biological family was, like who um are my relatives, and are any of them still living, and can I talk to them. um One of the interesting things that's happened with like public access to DNA information is that it's gone a couple of really troublesome ways. It's gone a couple of really interesting ways, and then it's gone a couple of really heartwarming ways. And this is one of those instances. So I did the DNA test. I sent in the results. I wanted to see if I was matched with people, and initially, I just found some cousins, second and third. Um, and that was difficult and disappointing. And then right around the new year, I found my biological brother, and then from him, he he connected me to my biological sister and my two other brothers. So I have three brothers and one sister, and I'm the oldest. And I was the only one who was adopted out. And my biological father had children with multiple women. So we're all sort of half siblings. Um, and that was obviously it was transformational, and it was necessary for my continuing maturity as a human, to just sort of unlock that piece of that puzzle. And I realize that there are people out there who never ever get that. I totally recognize that. And that sucks, and I'm sorry, because you actually deserve answers. um I'm going to try to pull this light up a little closer because I want to be a little bit away from the camera. um so Just recently, I bought a deck on a whim because it was beautiful. It's called the Embroidered Graveyard. This is the box. I love the packaging for tarot and oracle cards. It's always really gorgeous. It has this phrase, and death said, "But I am not the end. No, not at all. I am simply the mirror you've been watching your life through. And my, what a lovely adventure you've had. Love always, Alicia." And Alicia's the artist. This is just like stunning work. Um, and then the deck is an oracle deck, and it comes with a sort of a planchette of sorts. There's the goodbye card, and you can either just treat it like an oracle reading, or you could actually um, attempt to contact the spirits of your loved ones. And because both of my biological parents have died, um, I want more information. And in this instance, I'm unable to get it physically in the here and now. So uh, I'm I'm doing it for myself. Like, I'm communicating with them for myself, and I'm using the cards to do it. And so the last time I've been coming up with like a method um, of reading these cards specifically for myself. I've read them for other people, which has been really interesting. And I'm not sure I like how it went. Um, I might reserve this deck from here on out as a private deck. And I've never done that before. I've never had a deck that I haven't shared, like readings from. And so um this is the first one that I've come up with like multiple methods of communication with the cards or with spirits. And so I am sort of baby stepping my way into some ancestor work using the cards as the basis. Alicia, if you're out there, I hope that you love the journey I'm on. Uh, so something else that's happened in grad school, which is that I've made some really really amazing friends, and we communicate with each other through shared recordings, and what's happened with that, like, at first I thought that would be really superficial and awkward and weird, but what I found happened instead was that I was able to talk to the person on the other end without being censored in any way. Like, it was like writing a letter where you're uninterrupted and you can lay out your thoughts and you can express yourself truthfully. And so um there it's like the vulnerability of it is sort of protected, you know. And I don't understand why my mind thinks that of that process, but it's wonderful. And then to be let into those other people's lives in the same way, like to have like this really neat um, sort of intimate connection that is based on just sharing details of our lives in an unfettered fashion is it's really special. It's really cool. And it's made the experience of being in grad school so much more rewarding emotionally. And I wasn't expecting that because my like my undergrad program was all about just academically thriving. And there was a fair amount of backlash or outright retaliation if a student admitted that they had a disability, even much less if they were anxious. And this n- nothing is without fault. So I love Goddard, and there are things that I'm processing that are broken, or not working equitably, and I feel they would be very surprised to know that. Um, that's okay. I am getting an excellent education that has very little to do with academia. And that's not to say that I am not rigorously studying and learning and doing the work, but the benefits are that I am solidifying myself as an artist in and I'm able to define exactly who and what I am as an artist, and that has been just fucking brilliant. It's worth all of it. Like any sacrifice that I've made, it has absolutely been worth it so far. And so this is part of that process. I feel like I've taken a really long time just to describe that, and I feel really bad about it. So this is going to be a part one. And I'm going to wrap it up now because the next part is going to be the reading. And maybe there'll be some adjustments to light while I do that. Okay. Thank you so much for paying attention so far. And there's going to be a part two with the reading. Okay. And I will talk while I'm reading next time. Okay. I will see you for part two.